The string of maneuvers is a harbinger of the region's future. As competition between China and liberal democracies intensifies, East and Southeast Asia is becoming the world's busiest staging ground for the two sides' military rivalry. Analysts say China's use of its growing military clout to assert expansive territorial claims against its neighbors and pursue regional dominance will compel outside powers to become more and more involved. Japan is converting its helicopter carrier Kaga into an aircraft carrier and could deploy it to the South China Sea carrying F-35 jets in the years to come. Last month, the US, UK and Australia stunned China by announcing AUKUS, a security partnership that will enable Australia's Navy to project power into the entire Indo-Pacific with nuclear-propelled submarines. Hong Le-Tu, a senior analyst at the Australian Strategic Policy Institute, a think tank backed by the Australian Defence Ministry, expects a multitude of similar arrangements between small groups of countries to emerge aimed at pushing back against China. The regional architecture was designed around the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, but ASEAN has a hard time being effective in times of crisis, tension and potential conflict, she said. Minilaterals are easier and faster mechanisms because countries are more like-minded and more focused. The Biden administration is likely to seek similar arrangements with other countries. The growing presence of external powers complicates things for China's People's Liberation Army. When the Queen Elizabeth sailed in the South China Sea last week, a Chinese maritime survey vessel, which had repeatedly operated in the exclusive economic zones of other South China Sea claimant states, had to abruptly change its course to avoid the British aircraft carrier. Beijing has given its adversaries a first taste of how it could eventually push back. During the Six-Nation naval exercise near Okinawa, almost 150 Chinese warplanes flew threatening maneuvers in international airspace close to Taiwan. In the South China Sea, Beijing's reactions have been less drastic so far. Normally the PLA tracks U.S. or Allied warships in those waters with a small number of destroyers or frigates, enough to put the Western ships into high alert, but dangerous incidents are comparatively rare. Operations against Japan and Taiwan are the PLA's bread and butter, partly because they are closer to the Chinese mainland, said Alexander Neil, an expert on Asian security affairs who runs a strategic consultancy in Singapore. The South China Sea is still further out for the PLA. But that is changing. China has cemented several South China Sea reefs into artificial islands and built runways and other military installations. Security experts believe that these bastions, equipped with modern communications gear, have drastically expanded the PLA's ability to track enemy ships and aircraft in the region and provide targeting data for missiles.